It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Ryan Switzer on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
26 Mike.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And now look at him go. 20. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run with Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 79 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no chance to get away as they'll get it. Down at about the 17-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that... In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Justin Matabike in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Peters on the tackle.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st down, Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 2nd and 11 now. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Chuck Clark in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
A 47-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he'll throw right away. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play action. Now Jackson. And this one's incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Ravens, 14.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
To Mark Andrews. Touchdown.
Mark Andrews. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
The kick is
and this one through the uprights and good.
Score, Ravens 21, Steelers 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Complete to Marquise.
Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. As the Ravens push further out in front. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. The throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
26 Mike.
Throwing again. Allen. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, their first two drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and 10. And again, it's Allen. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Allen to throw once more. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw again. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the fourth.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 85 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Anthony McFarland was the intended receiver. Third down here.
10 yards to go.
On play action. Now Breeze. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike, his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Dobbins running out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
He is good.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time, Allen will throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Pass complete to Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens add on. And the route is on here in this first half.
The score, Ravens 49. Steelers.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up
a 2nd and 11 from the 19.
19-yard line.
Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Now it's 2nd and 9. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Raven first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Switzer now to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, 82 yards. And the Steelers are able to get a score back. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team. Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Allen's pass. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Throwing again. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. This one caught by Crowder. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Steelers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers 10.
Allen now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ebron caught left side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And that's going to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. On the left hash mark, this is a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On the move, in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, got to have this one. Now a wide open, complete. 30, past the 20, 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
It's a gain of 20.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Watch 98. Watch 98. Get off!
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's 1-8.